Right, should be good. Some voice, yes. Game audio, yes. Window in the front. Okay. Let's do this. Seems to be working okay. So, time for a wee bit more building. My main aim this evening is to carry on with the road out to the desert. Again, I don't think I'm going to make it all the way tonight, but... Oh, it's gone very... Oh, there we go. Went very quiet then, while loading. Oh, it's raining again. It looks like it's raining. Yeah, it is raining. It was raining when I came out last night as well. But before I go and do that, there's something... What are you doing there? I don't remember having you on my hand. There's something I wanted to do before... have I got any... I do have some wood here. There we go. I just want to experiment ever so briefly. Where did that wood go? Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's correct. Go away. I think I got it wrong. I think I might have got it wrong. I'll have to check the recipe. Ah. Yes, I did get it wrong. Dough. What is it? There's me trying to remember the recipes off the top of my head. Picture frame, wood. Oh, it has to be dark process. For some reason I thought it was any wood. Oh, blast. I want to take this part. There we go. Come here. Dark process wood, okay. There we go. Let's try that again. Do I have any dark process wood here? Don't think I do. Bother. Oh, bother. Oh, I do. Hang on. Oh, I do. There we go. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try. I keep doing that. Keep pressing the wrong button to close the inventory. Oh, come on, brain. You can do it. You can totally do it. Right, that's what I wanted. So, I just wanted to test out... Nope. What do I want to do? I've forgotten what I want to do. That's what I wanted to do. I want to put that there. And then I want to put that there. Go away. Ah. What was that? Ah, okay. For some reason I thought it would, there we go. Oh, put you there. And so what I want to do is, so only those corners, okay. So I'll make it as big as I can. Cool. Oh, drop something. There you go. And so it's there. Hey, hey, hey. This is trickier to work through because I've put so many more in. So I wanted to just see what happened. Oh, it's quite dark, isn't it? Okay. I may have loaded too many pictures up as well. It's actually quite tricky. Oh, there's definitely one picture missing. Or maybe they're in interesting orders. Yes, there's definitely one picture missing. I wonder why that is. It's quite tricky to see. I do like the resize, but the light is an issue. Why is that one so bright and that one's dark? That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Ah, no. There it is. It isn't missing. Oh, so dark though. Why is it so dark? And that one's so light. That's curious. Forgotten how to close this. No. There we go. So. No, it's brightened up for some reason. Maybe it's once you've made your selection or something. Oh no, it's just because I was moving it. That's kind of disappointingly dark. I'm missing a trick here, aren't I? Is it needs another torch by the side of it? Okay. I need to think about that then. Cool. So, yes, there we go. Cool. So what happens if I do that? Okay, yeah, that's brighter. That works. I've forgotten how to close this. How do you close this? No, I've forgotten what I did to close it. That sort of does it. Okay, yeah, that works though. Definitely works. Ooh, who we got here? Hey Stone, good morning. I finally remembered to load some pictures up in the directory so I could play with adding my own pictures. So yeah, I was just mucking about with that. Now there was one other thing I did want to put out. There we go. Oh, blast. I thought I picked up more wood than that. Oh no, wrong wood. I did not grab you. Oh, that's interesting. It's constantly gravity gloving? Is that a word? Yeah, that's a word. It is now, I've decided. All 10. There we go. Come on, Dave. It's not that hard to remember which button it is now. You've had days. Go on. Cool, because what I wanted to throw up, where should I throw it up? I think I'm going to throw it up here for now. Brain, come on, brain. Put that there, and then I wanted to click on there. Whoa, that took a while to load. There we go. How do I get rid of these pictures? I still haven't. It's the only way I can find of doing it. At some point, I figure I'm going to need this. when I know it's only those corners, isn't it? We need a way of resizing pictures that is independent of how far you can stretch your arms. There we go. So at some point I want to build an underside for my bridge, which is going to involve an arch. So I was thinking I'd put a little aid memoir about how to get nice curves using squares. I figure that's a good idea, right? There's a good use of pictures in here. So there we go. Ah, they're not level. Oh, it's going to bug me for hours. Right, that's it, guys. The stream is just me trying to level some pictures. Hi, Jason. Yeah, gravity glove. Try me again. Try again. The gravity gloves are just so, just so satisfying. Is this where I do my 5-minute waffle about how I prefer the implementation of them in here over the one in Half-Life Alex? Just imagine I've gone on for 5 minutes about that, because I do nearly every other stream. Oh, headset's not sitting quite as comfortably as it could tonight for some reason. I'm looking forward to a point in the future, and I hope it does come, where we can have VR displays at least as good as what I'm wearing now, which is the Quest 2, but they're tiny to the point that, you know, I notice wearing whatever it is that does it about as much as I notice wearing my glasses. The Quest 2 isn't uncomfortable by any stretch. Well, I haven't compared it against any other headset. I haven't really worn any other contemporary headset, but you know, I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable, but it's not the most comfortable thing to do overall. Just wait a moment. There we go. Thank you. Certainly not as comfortable as wearing glasses, for example. Okay, I'll go for this one. Stone, come on, let me wear that bow over my shoulder, please. Okay, here we go. Let's go full Hawkeye on this shit. That was terrible. Get off my hand. Get off. Number of times I do that. Okay, here we go. For goodness sake. You wouldn't think I used to do archery properly. Oh my god. I've not got it tonight. No, I was leading him again. Come on, Dave. He's not going that fast. Yay! Where the hell did he go? I didn't actually see him come down. There seems to be something about the Quest 2 that makes it uncomfortable to a lot of people. If you'd compare an index to it, it's night and day different, or day and night difference I should say. You can wear an index of 5 hours fine, or 10 hours even. Comfort is a big part of what makes the index so awesome. Yeah, I can well believe that. I can definitely well believe that. Thing is I don't think I'd want to spend 5 hours in VR. Or rather, I probably would, which is why I like the idea of not being able to. But yeah, ultimately it would be nice to for us to get to a point where affordable gear is just insanely comfortable. Oh, let's follow this down. I just, I think I struggle at the moment with, I'm probably going to crack eventually, but I just kind of struggle with the idea of spending that much money on a headset, especially from a company who, should we say, there are kind of issues as far as I can gather, and as far as I've read in terms of the reliability of the equipment at times. I've read a few horror stories about people having problems with their headsets and the like, and then having to send them off and it taking months to get a replacement, or you know, that kind of stuff. Whereas with the Quest 2, I can literally drive 10 minutes down the road and buy a new one. You know, if something really bad happened. It's, I mean, it's a bit of a stretch to say disposable as such, but the, oh, I haven't got stone. But the Quest 2 is certainly much more affordable. What else did I want? Yeah, that'll do for now. But yeah, I'll probably crack at some point. But I am tempted to hold out for something new. I just keep coming back to the thing of, I don't know that I want to spend the 500 quid it is for the Index, when there's the outside chance of something new coming along soon. Not to mention the fact that, oh no, because there's been such an explosion of interest in VR over the last 12 months, I kind of feel like so many more companies are going to be getting in on the act. Oculus / Facebook, as much as we may hate them, and yeah, I know we're supposed to call them Meta now and all that kind of stuff, but you know, as much as we may dislike them, oh, I can't get out of here, no, I didn't want to do that, I want to do that, they've certainly helped, and I feel will continue to help with the popularity of VR. So I kind of feel like more companies are going to get into that space and start making stuff. So I'm kind of, there we go. I'm kind of inclined to take a sort of wait and see approach with it at the moment. So every time I nearly crack, and I actually nearly cracked like a week or two ago, and ordered an Index, but I kind of just had this moment of, I don't know, I feel like I should wait another 6 to 12 months and just see where the market goes, because I'm certainly finding using the Quest 2 more than enough for most of my needs. So if I wait, I'm not really any worse off, and I may end up with a better choice of hardware by the time I get to that point. Or, you know, worst comes to worst, I'm no worse off than I am now. No. Thanks, Jason. Jason just complimented me on getting the deer. I noticed that you don't fully draw the bow when you shoot. There is more draw length programmed in to get max power. Well, you say that. The thing is, let me just get the bow back up a second. Here's the thing I have with the bow, and this is a problem I have with archery in VR in general. So there we go. So, and bearing in mind, archery is a thing I've done. I own bows. I've made my own arrows, that kind of stuff. I used to do field archery. So, there we go. So I'm drawing this far because that's my arm at full extent, and this is my hand where I would draw to. Yeah, I wouldn't draw any further than this because of basically how you hold a bow and arrow to aim. And then there's the problem of, obviously, I've got a headset on and I've got a controller in my hand, so I can't actually get the knock of the arrow where I would actually let it sit properly in real life. So if you see me not drawing all the way, which presumably is like that far, the problem like that is because, you know, I've done archery and do archery and everything, that feels uncomfortable and it feels like I'm not aiming properly, and it just feels like a bad shot. And yeah, I get that it goes further, but you know, can't get the arrow, there we go. The aim feels all wrong, whereas like that, I'm kind of, my hand's in the right place against my face almost, barring the problem with the controller, that I feel like I'm aiming more correctly. I think they're coming out with a new one in 6 to 8 months, so if you're waiting for an announce, you may still be another year away. But that, I mean, that's my thing, Jason, is yes, that may be true, but I'll be 6 to 8 months down the line and no worse off. I'll have still been enjoying the headset I enjoy anyway, and will have got my money's worth out of the Quest 2 by a long way. And it could be that Oculus / Meta, whatever, I'll have come out with something even more insanely good by that point anyway. If you don't have the money and inclination to upgrade to a premium experience, the Index is it right now. Get it? Oh, if you have the, yeah, but that, you know, that's the thing is like, I'm having a great experience with the Quest 2 as it is anyway, and spending, you know, £1,000 on another headset is, it's a bit of a leap that I don't know. I think if I'm going to spend that much money, I just want to see what this next year brings when it comes to VR, because I think it's, I just feel like it's starting to hit its sort of early maturity, as it were, just in terms of people who are interested. It's not as niche as it used to be. You know, we're looking at it being more than just an obsessed hobbyist thing. So we're potentially going to see some interesting new developments and things like that. So I don't know, if it was any other time in the life cycle of the technology, I probably wouldn't think twice. But yeah, if there's also the thing of, if I could go down the road and buy an Index in the shop like tomorrow, I probably would crack. And knowing that I could potentially get support from the shop down the road and things like that. But having to order in, especially order into the UK from the States, given all kinds of shipping issues and bloody Brexit and all that kind of stuff and everything, there's a lot of things that I just kind of don't want to kind of run into. And yeah, you know, the Quest 2 works. It's not the most comfortable thing at times, and you know, doubtless there's little tracking issues at times, and I could potentially get a slightly better view and all that kind of lark. But it has benefits as well. The fact that I can do stuff wirelessly, I actually value a lot. The fact that I can not even have my PC on and just like muck about in Beat Saber and stuff like that, because it's actually running on the device on my face. I actually value that a lot. And at the moment I have no inclination to be in VR for, you know, 5 hours straight or whatever. 90 minutes to 2 hours is my absolute maximum single session time for me, really. Anything beyond that, and yeah, I wouldn't. For me, this isn't a judgment of anyone else, but for me personally, I feel that's not a healthy thing for me to be doing. If I want to be on my feet that much, I should get my running gear on and get out into the glen and, you know, get some fresh air and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm in that place where I could crack, but I can conjure up plenty of reasons not to, and I'm sticking with them at the moment, because when it comes to actually spending that money, I want to get something insanely good. And yeah, it all works for me, really. If my Quest 2 died, would I get an Index or replace the Quest? Yeah, it's an interesting question, actually. That's a really interesting question. I think if my Quest 2 died, nah, I'd go down the road and I'd just buy another Quest. It's like a couple of £100. I can jump in the car and in 10 minutes have another one in my hands. And that's the real benefit of it, I'd say. Stone saying in traditional medieval English warbow archery, you draw to the ear, not to the mouth, so you get some more draw length that way. Yeah, I have used an English longbow, although just borrowed one briefly when I used to do field archery. And I used to shoot recurve, although I do own an American longbow as well. But that's not how I would shoot the kind of bows I shot with. So, you know, as I said, I aim the bow in here in the way I would have aimed the bow when I was doing field archery and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't have that experience to draw on, whereas, you know, my actual experience of archery is to, you know, kind of pull more to my mouth rather than to my ear. And there is that thing of archery with a headset on is a real pain, because you've got a headset on and a bloody hand controller in the way. It always bugs me. And that's not a criticism of any game that lets you do archery, far from it. I have like 3 games at least that let you do archery. I've got Elven Assassin on the Quest 2. Is it Elven Assassin it's called? Which is sort of fun. I've got this now, obviously. And one of the things I want to do is build a archery range back at my base, because it just seems like fun, and archery in here is actually really satisfying. And then the other one I've got is the Lab, which has that fun little archery game, you know, from Valve themselves. And yeah, they all have the same problem of I go to draws, I always would do, and end up hitting the controller into the headset. It's a real pain. Which again is one of those things that, like, oh, I like the idea that maybe in 5 years' time we'll just be wholly hand-tracked, or we'll have controllers that are pretty much just gloves or something. I don't know how it would quite work. But yeah, so that my hands externally are no bigger than my hands as I see here in the world, and the headset will be such that it's not in the way, and yeah, I could draw properly and all that kind of stuff. That would be wonderful. But yeah, that you know, I wasn't necessarily saying that the way that Cube does its archery is wrong. Far from it. I was just, yeah, literally saying that you know, my experience. Oh, wrong hand. My experience of archery is such that that's my natural draw point. That's how I feel confident aiming an arrow, because that's how I did, you know, so much field archery. I'm not expecting any other company than Valve to make a really good high-end mainstream PCVR headset. PCVR would be dead if not for Valve. Valve is the only company keeping it alive. I'm inclined to agree with that, and I mean, there are obviously, as I've seen, and you'll probably know better than me, rumblings that even that may not be the case going forward. There seems to be those little rumblings that even Valve are looking at the lay of the land and seeing that it's standalone systems and everything that are kind of going to be the future. And the thing is I think that's correct. The idea that, what direction am I facing in? There we go. In that corner over there, next to my, hit myself in the face then, next to my TV I have this big expensive black box that sucks in dust and makes loads of noise and all that kind of stuff and needs upgrading every so often, and and all that kind of stuff. The idea that I have to have that, come on Crystal, is a bit backward. I didn't bring any crystals with me. So oh no, I just lost a crystal. It just fell through the floor. Can I grab it? No. Oh, I feel cheated. So yeah, that's the thing is, I would welcome a time in the future when we don't need the PC. It would be fantastic to not need it. And I say this as someone who, until, was it October this year? I think it was October this year, had an internet connection that on a really good day was like 5 meg down. It was like 0.3 up and things like that. Fibre has only just rolled out to here, so I realised it was some way off yet. But I like the idea that at some point in the future it will all be cloud-based, and I'll just put my headset on and I'll be running whatever game off in the cloud somewhere and don't have to worry about running the hardware and maintaining the hardware and stuff like that. That would be nice. We're a long way off that yet, I feel. Not because of the streaming, the problems with streaming and things like that, but more most people who are going to be the audience. Well, there are plenty of people who are still potentially the audience for this kind of technology who don't enjoy the benefits of a good fast internet connection. I live about a 15-minute drive south of Edinburgh. I can probably run to Edinburgh in like an hour or something like that. And yet it was only just a few months ago that I actually had reasonable fibre broadband. I'm going off on a tangent. But yes, my ideal future would involve a really thin headset that's insanely comfortable to wear and has an amazing field of view and doesn't need a PC to run any of the stuff. One day. I mean, obviously I just want this shit sort of piped straight into my brain. I mean, basically what I'm saying is I want to live in the Matrix. I think I just figured that one out. Oh, thanks, Jason. Problem is that no company can afford it. The money isn't made with hardware, the money is made selling software. Valve gets 30% from every VR game sold. Yeah, totally that. I mean, presumably it's the same for Meta as well. Oh God, I hate calling them that. It's just a stupid name. But yeah, I would imagine that even with the Quest and everything, they're not looked at the financials of something like selling the Quest 2, but I'm imagining they're not making much, if any, profit on it. I imagine they're looking at making the money off their cut of App Store sales and stuff like that. Would seem like the usual model. Joke's on them, because I bought a Quest 2, bought half a dozen games for it, and then the bulk of what I'm buying is actually on Steam. Come on, I can reach. There we go. I think one thing's definitely the case is the Quest 2, and even the PC that I bought to then enable myself to get into some PC VR. It's the most value for money I've had out of hardware in a long time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I should have put some more floor in. Let's do that again. So that's the other thing is, why I'm not afraid of actually dropping like £1,000 on a headset and base stations and things like that eventually, is I would absolutely get my money's worth. There's no question about it. I spent way more than that on a car recently that I use once a week mostly. It's kind of essential to have, but I begrudge having it, and I don't really use it that much. I use my headset and my PC way more, and it was a fraction of the cost. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why did I do 10? I'm doing 12. 11, 12. Oh god, it's because I'm waffling on so much. I'm not really concentrating. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's great entertainment value for money. Facebook only loses money with VR currently, most likely. I'm sure they license the platform to developers too, but they can afford to get to maximum market share. They certainly seem to be going all out for. I've said it a few times, but as a long-time Second Life resident, I'm very amused watching it all go down, because it's like watching everyone go nuts over Second Life around about 2006, 2007, that kind of thing. All again, watching everyone prattle on about the metaverse and all this kind of stuff and everything. And the thing is there's no question that at some point in the future, and this may be that point, that kind of digital presence thing is going to happen. It's certainly something I would welcome. I like the idea, very much like the idea, but to me it's amusing to watch people hail it as something novel, something new, a whole new frontier that's never been explored before or whatever, and kind of like sat there going, yeah, we were kind of doing this back in 2006, 2007, when news agencies and shops and universities and all that kind of stuff were opening regions in Second Life and so on and so forth. And obviously the resurgence of this in part has been driven by the pandemic and things, so it's from a timing point of view, it's a perfect time for people to exploit that. Let's go into some of that. And yeah, I welcome it, and I'm not being sniffy about it, and not trying to be the old fart who's laughing at the kids. but it's kind of amusing and comforting to watch. But you know, I've been in the software development game and everything long enough that I've seen cycles come and go more than once. So yeah, I enjoy it actually. It's fun to see. It's basically fun to see my own interests come back in fashion again. Come here. Yeah, I've been walking around as in certain circles, kind of okay known avatar in Second Life for many, many years. So watching people kind of embrace the whole digital self, digital presence thing again is great. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Didn't want to do that. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. It's funny, when I was going through the pictures to load up to bring into Cube, I happened across a folder of pictures that I'd taken in Minecraft back when my son and I had first set up our own server at home, ran on the local network. I used to host it in my office, and my office was in the garden and networked over to the house and all that kind of stuff. And it's so funny looking at some of these pictures of these things that him and I created together. He was quite a dab hand at redstone creations and stuff like that back then. But yeah, I just realised that it is a decade ago almost. It was very early 2012 that took those photos. Last thing I'm going to say about the index, because it can be a fun rabbit hole topic. It was my first VR and has been a smooth and very premium experience to say the least, almost a year now. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, you really don't have to sell me on the index. I can absolutely see the benefit. And my son, who I was just on about, he's 19, coming up 20 now, he actually sorted himself out of an index and constantly sings its praises and things like that. I don't need convincing in any way, shape or form that it's a good bit of kit. It's going to be obvious it's a good bit of kit. I kind of trust that if you get a good unit, it's going to be a good experience, because you know, Valve do seem to do decent hardware and it works well. I actually still have it. It's in, where am I? It's in the desk right over there. You obviously can't see, but I'm pointing at. I have a what did they call it? The little Steam box remote thing that you could plug into your TV and onto your network, and then it would let you play games on your PC but on your TV. I used to use that in an old flat. I've forgotten the damn name of it. Can't remember. But yeah, that was, you know, a quality piece of kit. Came with all the right bits, and yeah, worked really well. Funny enough, I was thinking about plugging it in the other day just to see if it still works. Not that I need it anymore. Oh, hey Chib, how's it going? I was just going to do something. What was I going to do? I was going to get Crystal out. I can be multitasking, having conversations, and there we go. Having conversations and opening menus. Almost multitasking, because of course every time I open a menu I lose track of what I was saying. Then every time I say something I lose track of what I was building. Look, I'm not built for multitasking, okay? I grew up in the days of DOS. That was before even, you know, desk view and things like that. If you're really lucky, it'll be a process that will terminate and stay resident. Ah! Look away, Stone. I'm doing the delete thing. Still not horrified about your tab situation. Not judging you. Totally not judging you. Okay, I'm judging you a little bit. But, you know, I'm cutting you some slack because you make cool games. Hey, come here, you. Ah, there we go. Right, go away, you. Ah, look, there's still some bloody cubes sat around. They just sit there mocking me, I swear. I see you hiding in the grass, you cheeky little shit. Come here. Oh. This just never stops being fun. Hey! Can you get those two over there? Well, there's one there. I saw it flash. There. Come here. Come on. Come on. Oh! Pulled another one into the hole. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. I got a slightly dry throat suddenly, just from talking so much, I think. And try not to cough on the stream because no one wants that in their ear. I don't know why I'm still grabbing them like that. It's just so bloody satisfying. Okay. Let's just fill some of these holes in just because can't go building on top of those holes, right? It's just not on. There we go. I really enjoyed building this road out to the desert, but I will be glad to get it finished so I can move on to something else, but I feel it needs finishing. Having spent so much time wanting to find a desert. I don't know why I filled those side bits in because I still got to cut them out. I'm an idiot. Dull. Yeah, okay, now that works. Didn't want that. Wanted that. Let's have a look. So, still got 16 cake. Let's just put you there so I can see what I'm doing. Don't need you out anymore. And I just made it really dark. Well done. Now I can't see. Ah! Tell me I didn't just do that. For goodness sake. Put you there a second. Try and carefully do this. There we go. Ah! Give me my cake back. There we go. Oh, that's it, I'm out. But now I can... Where is it? There it is. I need to put my hand further away from me when I pull the menu up. Finding it difficult to see it all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, for goodness sake. 11, 12. There we go. Yay! Oh, I think that's right, isn't it? Let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yay. Apparently I can count. Go me. Oh, do I not have... Ah, for goodness sake. There we go. You can move the placed blocks, that's what I do. It's easier for me because I'm too lazy to destroy misplaced blocks. Oh yeah, that's true. I should have done that. On the other hand, I hate bending over, and that probably would have involved bending over. My knee's knackered enough. I'm too old for that shit. There we go. Yes. Okay. That's a view. Oh, no. I wouldn't need to bend over though, would I? No, I wouldn't have needed to bend over thinking about it. Bit of a brain fart there. Oh. It's so funny. I just learned how to do that yesterday and moved like half a building around to accommodate some magma blocks. And today I learned you can drag blocks out. Yeah, moving blocks is a bit of a game changer actually. I do like it. Ah, can't leave that like that. That's just not on. Right, I think I'm going to come out. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Come out about there. Kind of like that. Oh. And make that the entrance there. Yeah, that feels about right, I think. If I put a kind of low wall along here. Yeah. I'm liking this, I'm liking this. Feels right. Oops. Ah. That was just lazy. There we go. Yay! And then, how tall do I have the wall? Just kind of one tall on the side outside, don't I? So if I do that kind of thing, and then what I'll do is, right, I'll have a torch there and there. That makes sense. Don't need you there anymore. Yeah, that's going to work. Oh, I'm so close to the desert now. So close to the desert. You want to finish the row because you're from Finland, right? Yeah, it's cyubeVR and community canon that I'm the Finnish English guy who lives in Scotland. I mean, that's just the way it is. I don't make these rules. Chib does. Oh, I have it on good authority that Finland's a really nice place as well. Never actually been there myself, but I have a colleague who swears by the place. She thinks it's lovely. What was it doing? Oh, not doing that, for goodness sake, it's that button. Oh, fuck. Right. Oh, every time, it more than chance, I keep picking the wrong button. It's just like my brain just won't do it. I'll get there eventually. Yay, there we go, I closed it properly. There needs to be some kind of next level haptic feedback that if you do something wrong, it just, I don't know, gives you an electric shock or something. I don't want that, I want one of those. Gives you an electric shock. Eventually I'll learn. Ah, didn't want it there. Gotta say, I've lost a few things through the floor here, but it's definitely not a problem that's peculiar to cyubeVR. Twice today while playing Half-Life Alyx, and once yesterday actually. I needed to pick something up that had been dropped by an enemy, and it just fell through the floor, and that was it. I couldn't get it back. Yesterday was annoying because I was quite low on health after a particular battle, and one of the enemies had dropped one of those injecty things, syringes, and I really needed the health, and it was there. It was in the floor, but it was actually embedded in like some goo in the floor or whatever. And obviously the physics engine or something decided, no, you can't gravity glove that because it's behind something. And I could see it, it was there, but it was slightly covered by some gunk on the floor, and it wouldn't let me have it. But even more frustratingly, it was below my floor level. So yeah, that's my floor there, and I'm actually touching the floor here, which is great. But for some reason, I don't know if it's a calibration thing that I need to sort out or something like that, but the floor in Alyx is actually a wee bit lower than my actual physical floor, and so I couldn't even bend down and grab it. It was like, I need the health, it's there, but it's completely out of my grasp. I found some more elsewhere in the end, but it was just like games trolling me. Some more you. So, is anyone buying anything fun in the Steam sale? There isn't much in the way of VR stuff that I want right at the moment that's in the sale. I'll probably buy a couple of things eventually. I did actually pick up Half-Life, the original Half-Life today for like £1.50, because I've actually never played Half-Life, and I played like the first 2 hours of Half-Life 2, and then kind of never got around to finishing it. That was back in the days of the Xbox 360 or something. It was actually my son's Xbox, and the first game in that universe that I ever played was actually Portal 2. I went out and bought that when it was released because it looked really good and it had great reviews. So I played Portal 2. I enjoyed it so much I went and bought the orange box so I could then play Portal. And then I started mucking about with Half-Life 2. Have I come across Jeff yet in Half-Life Alyx? The name rings a bell, but I'm struggling to remember which character that is. I'm not great with remembering names and the like outside of context when it comes to games. Put it this way, I'm about 11 hours in now, if that helps. I don't want to do any spoilers, obviously, just in case, because I know Banhammer hasn't started playing it yet, or if he has started playing it, it must be early on. So I definitely don't want to do any spoilers. Ah, bugger, crystals have run out. Name Jeff rings a bell. I can't remember why. I'm not great with names though. Have I got any crystals down the other end? Ah, yes, 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 yes. There we go. Yay! Why do I have a crystal in my hand? Oh, there we go. Chib's there. I bet, I'm going to go out on a limb here, but I bet someone's done a video tutorial about that, right, Chib? But yeah, as Chib was saying, I can place that many blocks in one go because of the crystal. If I take the crystal out, I can only do that. I can't place any more blocks than that. But that wasn't a, yeah, that's basically, you don't have to go watch any tutorial that Chib's made. You should totally go and watch all of Chib's tutorials. They're really quite handy. Especially the one about efficient shovel use. The efficient shovel use tutorial is just fantastic. Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I feel there needs to be a tutorial about efficient illumination. Best distances to put torches to get maximum illumination for best use of resources. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yay! Have you back. And we'll have you back. So are you pretty new to Cube as well then, Jason? I mean, I've been mucking about in it for about 3 weeks now, I think. I think it's about 3 weeks. It might be coming up. Actually, I think it's for this Sunday. I actually bought Cube. And I've actually played it for at least an hour or so every day since so far, I think. Finding it incredibly compelling. Yep, Chib's saying that they made some tutorial videos. Definitely go and watch all of Chib's tutorial videos. You should especially watch the one about shovels and ignore anything I'm doing here. Just trying to skim this top layer off with minimum damage. There we go. Get rid of that. I think it was yesterday or the day before, I was musing on stream that if and when we ever get, well, when, I should say, not if, that's unfair, but when multiplayer finally becomes a thing, there needs to be like trench digging competitions. It's like who can dig the furthest and the cleanest in a given amount of time or something like that. You get points for not deviating outside the line you're supposed to be digging, but you also get points for distance. Could have like cyubeVR Olympics. I mean, obviously Chib would win everything, but you know, we could all have a fight for who comes second, right? And, you know, I'd be really delighted to represent Finland. Last update. Oh, okay, cool. Run out again. Let's make some more. Done it again. Wrong button. There we go. Wrong button. Every time. There's just no excuse for it. I've never really quite understood the fascination with these kind of factory building games. My son, 5, 6, 7 years ago, was massively obsessed with what's it called, Factorio, something like that. And he tried to get me into it, and I just couldn't quite get it. Didn't quite gel with me or whatever. But it's kind of interesting. I was thinking the other day when I was out on a run, like, it wouldn't really make sense overall. It would kind of spoil the game, I think, but all this kind of crafting and everything, I was suddenly thinking, oh, it'd be kind of cool if you could then build a machine that would do this part of the crafting and that part of the crafting. And then suddenly it kind of dawned on me the appeal of those kind of factory building management games and everything. Because I could totally see how I get so into it in this, the idea that I could be pushing forward that way, digging the trench, to then come back and pick up the ready crafted materials to build some more of the road and all that kind of stuff, because there's a machine down there is churning out the floor blocks and the wall blocks and all that kind of stuff, and churning out a steady supply of torches, you know, as I feed it with coal and things. And yeah, suddenly I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yay. There. Is that there? Is that right? They're in line? Yeah, they're like kind of in line. First trench digging competition, then playing World War I in cyubeVR. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, actually. Oh my God! Can you imagine digging the trenches and then sort of battling it out with just bows and arrows, or like sending deer over to the enemy trenches and then popping an arrow off at them when they get close, so you can like bomb the enemy with deer. Oh, the poor deer. Build a load of furnaces so you can put the bunnies in them and then lob burning bunnies at the enemy trench. I still haven't put a bunny in a furnace yet to see what happens. Need to try that. Come here, you. Missed. There we go. Oh, I see you hiding in the grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There. There we go. Oh, it's really starting to look apart now. I feel this deserves. Okay. Let's just do that a second. There we go. Probably see all the way through that corridor now. Whoa, no, sideways, sideways. Alright, I'm trying to line up and went the wrong way. There we go. Yeah. That looks so cool. I'm so pleased with that. Let's go back to normal. Right. More cake. Where's the cake? There's the cake. I can actually see in a multiplayer scenario how much fun it would be to, form some teams, and you get a period of time to build yourself a castle, and then combat mode is enabled, and both having a go at each other. Could even have sort of multi-day tournaments, I guess, and things like that. Yeah, it's a lot of potential for building fun little games within a game kind of thing. That's totally where it would scratch the Second Life in VR itch for me. I need to make some more torches soon. Go along there a bit more. There we go. How are we doing? Ah, bugger. Let's, yeah, I think it makes sense to do that. Whoa, no, that way. There we go. So. So the decision is do I climb up here and then kind of bridge across, or do I cut through there and then climb up here? I think I'm inclined to cut through and then climb up. Oh dear, if Petter hears this, it will come to our cyubeVR worlds to protest the deer abuse, like they did in Animal Crossing. It actually did in Animal Crossing, really. Oh my god. Wait until they find out about Grand Theft Auto and things like that. Oh, what's going on here? I haven't noticed this bit before. Oh, this little flower on its own. Right, guys. Is it just me, or are they looking bigger than usual? Ah, are there any presents in the desert? Do you get presents in the desert? I'm not seeing any presents in the desert. Oh, these things really weird me out. I think it's because they look like Komodo dragons or something. Just catching up on the chat. I get the so Jason's saying that he's not big into writing reviews. I'm kind of the same. I can relate to that, but I definitely get the thing of it's helpful to devs if you do write a review, and certainly with a game like this, it just deserves to be noticed. I feel. I can't actually remember exactly. Oh shit! I've got lost now. I can't actually remember exactly what I said in the review for this, but it's like I never feel I have anything great to contribute or say. So I feel like even if it's just it's tons of fun. End of story. That kind of thing. That works. Got lost. Lost my way. Whoa, don't fall down there. I built this big road and I got lost. Hang on. There's a beacon there. Which way is it pointing? It's pointing back that way, isn't it? Can't believe I managed to get lost in the desert. About 10 meters into the desert and I got lost. That way. Okay. I think it's this way. Back to the road. I blame Santa. What's that? We'll find out. Not sure if that was coal or copper or maybe even gold. It certainly wasn't going to be gold, was it? Nah, it was coal. For Steam algorithm, it's really important that everyone who enjoys a game also writes a positive review, otherwise Steam can't know which games to recommend. So it's really important for indie devs. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not judging anyone who doesn't feel confident writing a review, but I'd totally encourage anyone who enjoys the game to just conjure up half a dozen or a dozen positive words. I'm guessing the Steam algorithm doesn't really much care about the volume, how many words there are in the review or whatever. Even if it, and you certainly see reviews that are like 2 words long or even 1 word long for some games. And again, I'm not judging you, Jason, or anything like that, but there is definitely the thing of it's great, the idea of supporting a game any way you can is great, but one way of supporting it is leaving a review and helping it get noticed in Steam's algorithm, because that multiplies your contribution. because I left a review because actually, do you know, there was a video on YouTube thinking about it. I can't even remember whose it was. Got recommended to me, so you know, recommended to me using some other algorithm and things like that. But you know, the actions of someone else way back when will have caused someone else to know about it, will have caused someone else to know about it, and so on and so forth, and there'll have been a ripple effect. And then, you know, eventually I've got to know about it, and even though I really don't like writing, I didn't want to do that. I don't like writing reviews and things like that. I never feel I have much useful to say. Ordinarily, if I feel I can't recommend a game, I tend not to leave a review. I think I've left one I can't recommend review, and even then I tried to be constructive in what I said, rather than overly negative. But when it came to leaving the review for Cube, it was, you know, quite simply a case of if I leave a positive review because I do feel positive about it and really enjoying it, easily get my money's worth out of it, it could be then that someone else notices it, but maybe, you know, it leads to two other people noticing it, and then those two people may leave reviews, and so on and so forth. And so for one little act of help to a game you enjoy, it can massively multiply the impact for the developer. And yeah, I think it's worthwhile. But as I say, none of that is to judge anyone for their comfort levels for reviewing things and stuff. I think just leave a review saying, you know, Dave told me I had to. Just blame it on me. It's fine. I can take the heat. Yeah, Stone saying it doesn't even have to be half a dozen words, just good game is fine. The most helpful rated review on Steam for cyubeVR for a long time was thanks. That's who it was. Hebe, however you pronounce it. I think that was the video that popped up as a recommendation for me on YouTube. And then I stuck this on my wish list, and then I think it was, did you put it on sale for the Halloween Steam sale or something like that? No, it would have been Halloween, wouldn't it? No, there's a sale in November, wasn't there, or something like that. Whenever it was, anyway. I think I may have, I mean, it was on my list to buy anyway. I wasn't being a cheapskate. I wasn't trying to be a cheapskate. But I had it on my wish list, and then I'm fairly sure I saw it was on sale, at which point I couldn't resist it. It was ridiculous to resist it. And I'm glad I didn't. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, Stone's probably cursing that I ever discovered the game. There we go. Mostly I spend my time streaming how difficult the menus are for me. But that just reflects on how inflexible my brain is, not on the design of the game. What we're doing, I completely forgot what I'm doing. There we go, that's what I'm doing. So yes, I guess we're not badgering anyone to leave a review, but leave a damn review. Tree. I was just going to say I'm going to have to lose that tree, and the tree disappeared for a moment. I just made a mistake. There we go. Right. I said I was going to cut through here, didn't I? Sorry, tree. I've done this for a while. I haven't chopped a tree down for ages. I'm really sorry to have to do this, but here goes. Oh. Could have gone better. When I put that away, I want that still to chop it up. So Haby, whatever, got it recommended by the Steam algorithm. That just shows how important these reviews are. Yeah, I bet. Would never have found the game if the Steam algorithm wouldn't have shown him, and without him, thousands of other people wouldn't know the game. Yeah, I doubt I would know about the game at the moment. I'm sure I would have stumbled across it at some point. Even then, I don't know that I would have necessarily have found myself going, oh, I must check that out, because it was the content of his video that kind of made me go, oh yeah, that looks like it would totally scratch a sandboxy building itch that I have for VR. So yeah, the network effect of these things is not to be underestimated. Oh, really? Right, there we go. Did I get it all? Yep, I think I did. What time is it? Whoa, 10 to 10. How did it get to 10 to 10 already? Oh, hello wood. Thought I got through that pretty quick. Come here. Come on. Get out of there. Where did that go? All the way over there. Oh, I do love some fun physics. Okay. There we go. Oh. Here's a question for you, Stone. Are we always going to, and this isn't a complaint by any means because it makes sense to me anyway, but are we always going to be bodiless avatars? Are we always going to be just hands? And I read that again, getting over 500 reviews is actually an important milestone for the Steam algorithm. Cube currently is at 489. Oh my god, that's so close. Oh. I need to sit down and go through my wish list and pay real close attention to what's on sale at the moment. As I said, I did buy, went off on a tangent earlier when I was talking about the Steam sale. Hello Rabbit. So yeah, I bought the original Half-Life, first time ever. And also got DLC for Umurangi Generation, which I had a playthrough. I had a playthrough of the actual game itself a while back. There's a full set of videos up on my YouTube channel, and I really enjoyed it. It was such a different game, and I loved how it worked and everything. Right, I think I'll take it that far, and then we'll start bringing it up. Oh, I think we're going to get some baby rabbits. We're going to get some baby rabbits. Okay, I don't think that's quite how you make baby rabbits. I mean, I'm no rabbit, but yes, so I got the DLC for that. It adds a couple more levels to it and more camera lenses, I think, and things like that. I need to go through, sorry rabbit, I need to go through my wish list and see if there's anything else that I want to get that's on sale. Oh, it's getting dark. I'm actually trying to resist buying Death Stranding again, because I've already played it through. I've got like 100 hours under my belt on my PS4. But a little bit of me is kind of itching to do a playthrough of it again. At the same time, I've just actually packed my PS4 away because I just cracked and bought a Xbox Series X this week. Not X, S, I should say. Yeah, an X, like you can get hold of an X. So, yeah, I can't really play Death Stranding anymore, but playing it on the PC would be handy. Trying to resist buying the same damn game again. It's like GTA 5 I've bought 4 times, I think, something like that. Let's have a look. Having a body without full body tracking is kind of immersion breaking, I think, as it's always quite incorrect in how it moves. So it will stay on the hands until a lot of people have full body tracking. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. In multiplayer, other people's avatars will need some kind of body, of course, but you would not need it when looking at yourself. Yeah, that's fair enough. That makes sense. I've noticed in... just trying to think what games I've played. Like, it works kind of well in Boneworks, but it's also quite comical at times. And the same in Zero Caliber as well. 1, 2... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, I don't think I have a preference either way, really. I like just the hands thing. It works for me. It's not immersion breaking for me at all. Same in Alex. It just works. I don't even think about how I don't have a body. On the other hand, if I did have a body, it's only when it comes to multiplayer, you know, the thing of being able to design it and stuff would be kind of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to fit one more in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Shit. I think that was right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it was right. I should have faith in myself. Of course, as we all know, faith is belief without evidence. There we go. Go. There we go. And there we go. Cool. Right. Look away, Stone. Oh, Stone's revenge. Ah. Are they full crystals? Apparently not. Oh, where did that go? Come back here. There we go. Because I can't end the stream without hoovering up. Gotta hoover up. It's just wrong otherwise. Oh, my hand's getting unsteady. Definitely done for the day. Oh, for goodness sake. Definitely done for the day. Yeah. I don't know if that picked up on stream, but it's definitely time for me to be winding up because I got a little reminder off my Google Assistant. Made myself a big stew this morning, so I got loads that's been cooling. Go in the freezer and will last me the next couple of months for the odd meal here and there. So I'm so ridiculously full of stew this evening because I had ridiculously big helping of it. Crystals went out. But it's kind of cold enough and wintry enough to warrant a nice beef stew. Come on, come on. Let's have these last couple. There we go. Let's just fill these in. Learning counting to 12 with Dave. You need to teach me how to do it in German, and then I should learn how to count to 12 in Finnish. That does it. I'm going to learn how to count to 12 in Finnish, and then I'm going to count all my torches in Finnish. I feel I owe it to my people, my new adopted people. I mean, this is why I feel really bad about shooting the reindeer. It's all making sense now. I mean, that's why Chib thought I was finished, because I'm just like really precious about shooting reindeer. Okay. Well, I think I am going to call that an evening. So I'm nearly there, nearly there. Actually made some progress. So I got a bit more of this dug out. I think from here I'm going to step up, come forward, step up, and I'll step up each way. This poor tree is going to have to make way for progress. As is this one. Oh, I'm so sorry, tree. And then come up here, and I think I'll kind of finish here, and this little plateau I'll maybe build some kind of square here or something like that with a building or two, like kind of maybe make it a sort of trading post kind of thing on the edge of the desert, and then I can explore the desert a bit, although I suspect exploring the desert isn't going to be quite as interesting as exploring that kind of terrain, because I imagine it's not quite as hilly and things like that. Still, I'll be able to make loads of glass. Christmas present, Christmas present. Where was the Christmas present? I picked up loads. What I haven't seen is any Christmas presents in the desert. Oh my god. Santa is actually Anakin Skywalker. Santa hates sand. All makes sense now. Are you Sith? That's why you got red nose, isn't it? Ha! I'm on to you. Ha 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 ha. You need a lightsaber now. Secretly, I'm kind of Sith myself. Jedi were just religious extremists. Okay, well, I think it's time for me to head home. Just looking out for any interesting flowers. Oh, some more blue ones there, but I'm alright for blue flowers at the moment. Hello. You alright there? How's it going? You having fun? You kind of just chilling, dancing? I should have put a rainbow light out for him. Could have had disco. Oh my god, that's fucking genius. Oh my god, Stone. Of course I gotta leave them out at night so I can have red ones. Oh, it's going to be a small lightsaber. Oh, I wanted that. Can I kind of make a rubbish handle as well? Oh, not going to work. There we go. Oh. Oh, hang on. Is it because that's the last thing I attached? Oh, it keeps falling off. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, trying to grab the bottom of it. Oh no, can't grab my lightsaber anymore. There we go. Oh, look at that. I'm going to make loads of red crystals now so I can have a Sith lightsaber. I can't even begin to describe just how much that has pleased me. I don't do thumbnails for videos, but oh my god, this should be a thumbnail. I need to be able to go chasing. You need to release the one item to attach to more items. You can attach crystals together. Yeah, you can get both a blue and a red lightsaber that way. Yep. You need to release the one item to attach to more items. I don't think I quite follow that. Release the one item to attach to more items. I need to put more crystals on this, but then I need to be able to go up to deer and make them into astronaut gear using a lightsaber. Okay, I don't know what else is on the roadmap, but you need to drop everything else that's on the roadmap, and we need to be able to use lightsabers on deer. This is like really important. Sith scum. No, it's not working. It's not working. Damn it. Oh, I've only got 2 red in there. That's so disappointing. Ah. That's more like it. Let's grab another one. Why did this not occur to me? That's just genius. Need to be able to custom make handles now. That's it. Oh, do you know what? There needs to be an Easter egg. I once made a red lightsaber and tried to recruit more people, offering them rabbits. Put a wood block at the bottom of it. I was trying to put a wood block at the bottom of it, but I'm not getting it. What I mean is you have to have a structure of 4 crystals in your left hand and a block in your right hand. You need to release the item in your right hand to attach it. Let me try that. So, no. Put that down. Ah, right. Oh, my blue lightsaber's glowing red. I'm a little bit Sith. Oh, that pleases me so much. Like, okay, I'm really serious now. This is deadly, deadly serious. This is really important. You need to make an Easter egg such that if anyone constructs a set of crystals a certain length, that when you pick it up, it makes obviously not an actual lightsaber sound, because no one wants you getting sued by Disney. It needs to make a laser sword sound. That would be awesome. Or we should be able to use it to dig stuff up or something. Ah, how's about like one-hit tree felling? I want to be able to do one-hit tree felling now. I mean, yeah, that'd be fantastic. Oh, I just know that when I put this down, when I come back in, it's all going to have fallen apart. Oh, I need to get a good background for this. That's so pleasing. Oh, I never thought of that. That's just bloody genius. This game just constantly delights me. Right, that does it. I need to build a Death Star. Can I stand that up? No, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Up. There we go. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. Right, well, I got some pictures. I can put some more pictures up soon. It's going to be really good. A picture from one of my favourite games ever. I've got a picture of the best spaceship that's ever existed. Don't at me. I think I'm sorted. Let's have those. Right, I'm really dehydrated. I need to get a drink. I need to sit down, my legs are killing me. This has been so much fun. You guys have just been a riot. It was also something I never thought about before. I saw screenshots of someone building lightsabers, Banhammer. I think it might have been Banhammer. Figures, yeah, I can totally see him doing it. Oh, well, I mean, multiplayer is just going to be so much fun now. Now that we can all have lightsabers. I mean, what else are we going to do? It's just going to be tons of fun. Anyway, this is time for me to head off and go have a drink and try and rehydrate and rest my poor old legs. So thanks for being here, everyone. It's been real fun. I've really appreciated it. This has been such a fun stream to do, and I'm further along with my road, almost at the desert now, so I figure maybe if I have another little session tomorrow night, that should be it. And then I think at some point this weekend I may do a special stream where I go for my last achievement. So unless a new version of the game comes out with more achievements added in the next few days, which I imagine is fairly unlikely, I feel like this is the safest time to do this. finally get to 100% is my plan. But until then, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and for anyone who may catch the stream in the recording, thanks for watching as well. Good night, Stone. Good night, Chib. Goodbye. And sorry for the noise that's about to happen. Oh, my poor face. And my ponies. Still worth it.